Hello, good evening to my Facebook friends. How are you guys doing on a beautiful Wednesday evening right here in beautiful Malaysia? So this is Gary Gan here, live, and I'm here wanting to share something that came into my head this afternoon while I was driving back home, and as usual, this inspiration comes to me. And I'd like to share with you guys on this amazing concept that I call pain equals action equals change. Now, how many of y'all in these very uncertain times, like, the COVID-19 and the economic downturn and so many issues, how many of y'all are really in pain? I know at certain time in my life during this whole pandemic, I'm also in pain. And I know there are a lot of people also are in pain. But think about this for a moment. Isn't pain the biggest catalyst for us to take action towards a change? Think about that for a moment. Now, while I was driving, the thought again came into my mind, and the analogy is like this. Can you imagine a mother in the final stage of delivery, as in the final stage of giving birth to the child? So the childbirth comes from pain of the mother, right? Now imagine if the mother doesn't have any pain. Imagine if the mother doesn't have any sign at all. Imagine the mother is just still going about doing the normal thing. There is no difference, there's no change whatsoever. There is no pain. Again, this thing called pain. So I know I'm not a lady, or I'm not a mother, but I've watched my wife went through 3 deliveries, except for my eldest daughter, which she has gone through a cesarean. But my 3 other children went through normal birth, and I saw that pain, and it was real. And because of that pain, that intense pain, and when it's time for the baby to deliver, and I'm very sure there are a lot of mothers right now that's watching this live video, I'm very sure as the baby is coming out, the pain gets more and more intense. Now again, I'm not a mother, I can't actually justify that, but I'm very sure there are a lot of mothers who can, okay? And my wife actually justified this. And when I saw her in that last stage of giving birth to our kids, and I realized that pain was so necessary. The more intense the pain, the more the action became intense, and therefore the change came, and in that case, the baby was delivered. A birth of a child came from pain. Now, if you really think about this, if you really sit down, of course, if you have such a beautiful view like this, just give yourself a thought and think about how pain in many of our life situations actually became the greatest catalyst of us taking action. Therefore, that pain translate into action, and then it translated into a change. It could be a better change, sometimes it could be not so good, but whatever it is, action was taken because of that pain. Now you think about this in other situations, like if a person is sick, okay? Now if it's just a normal, the pain is not that intense, it's just normal, probably you won't see much of an action, right? And therefore nothing much of a change. But can you imagine if that sickness is a life-threatening sickness? If it's something that's really intense, the pain is really something that you can't bear with. Guess what happens after that? The person takes action. And because the person takes action, the change happens. So the change, most of the time, is change towards something that the pain is creating. Okay? So if you, in any given situation right now, is feeling pain, tell yourself this. Probably this is going to be the biggest blessing in your life, because through this pain, you are going to take action. And that action is going to see changes in your life. All right? So I know a lot of time people try to avoid pain. A lot of time people try to avoid in a situation where it's uncomfortable. But if you really think about this, isn't it the pain gives people even the greater how should I say, motivation to take action, and therefore the change follows from that action. So I give you another example. I'm not sure about you guys, but like in my case, every single month, I will take a lot of notice on the payment of my credit cards. Now, why is that so? Why I do not really, not that I don't bother about other payments, but other payment doesn't have the pain of paying the interest. All right, I'm sure a lot of y'all are also in this same situation, right? So you know very well, if you delay your credit card payments, there will be a pain. And that pain is basically the interest or whatever late payment charges or something that will hurt you financially, right? So I've been through those type of situations where I forgot or I delayed or I pay minimum on my credit cards, and I feel that pain. That I've got to serve the interest, I've got to service the whatever late charges. And from then onwards, I realized that I cannot delay the credit card payments. So that pain was necessary for that action, and then my life began to change because I realized that I could not do that anymore. No pain, no gain. Yes, Helen, you're right. No pain, no gain. Now in everything, So if you go to a gym, you start working out, and that pain was very necessary, okay? Because the pain will lead to action. Now if you really also think about this seriously, isn't most of the time that when you are in a sales process, the people who buys or the people who take action to purchase your product, to purchase your services, or to get something from you, am I right to say that that process of getting the thing is because most of the time there is a certain pain, there is a certain need, a need for them to take action to change. So if you really think of this whole thing in a bigger perspective, then you realize that pain in your life is actually a blessing in disguise. Maybe if you believe in God, it's God's way to tell you to take action to change, because there is something that is beautiful on the other side of pain. All right? Now, I'm not sure why I'm sharing this to y'all. While I was driving, again, this information are being downloaded to me. And it's basically telling us to remind ourselves, because I'm very sure at this very moment that I'm doing this video, there are a lot of people in pain. And also there's this message that comes in and says that nothing lasts forever. Remember, nothing lasts forever. Even a person that's going through a dying process, a person that's about to die, will have to die and move on. So whether it goes to somewhere else or whatever happens after that, that process of dying will have to end. So that pain in your life will have to end one way or the other. But think about this. At the other side of the pain, what is that that's waiting for you? So pain, and the bigger the pain, the greater the pain, the more intensity the pain is, the more you will take action, the greater the actions you will take, and then the bigger the changes that will happen in your life. So think about pain as the catalyst to your action and the result of your change in your life. Alright guys, so this is the message that I'd like to share with y'all. Very quick, short message that I hope this message catch you in the right time, because if you are in pain, just keep telling yourself that on the opposite side of pain, there is a beautiful result that is waiting for you. And as long as that pain is translated into action and the change happens, something great is waiting for you. Alright guys, so with this, Gary Gunn here, once again live in beautiful Malaysia. I wish you all the very best in your health. abundance of happiness, and as usual, let's be the miracle the world is waiting for. And with this, wish you all the best. See ya. Bye.